Hello and welcome to Journey to Lasting Love, the podcast. I am your host, Tina Shayani, and the head coach at TShay Coaching. If you are looking to attract a loving partner to build a relationship with that gets better with time, if you are looking to deepen your current relationship, or you just want to live a happier life, you are in the right place. Every week we will discuss a new topic that will bring you understanding, clarity, and the tools to become the best version of yourself, the happiest version of yourself. Good morning and welcome to Journey to Lasting Love. As you know, I am your host, Tina Shayani, the lead coach at TShay Coaching, where we help people attract and build lasting, loving relationships. Last night to one of my relatively recent graduates, and I have never felt this sense of pride. I mean, I have 3 children, so I get to feel that feeling very often. But as a coach, I get to really have this incredible pride when my clients achieve the goals that they set out to achieve. So I was catching up last night. She is a graduate. She's not my official client anymore. She's not working with me on a weekly basis. And she said to me, 100% rewired. And it was such an incredible feeling for me because there was something that she was struggling with for the better part of 20 years. And when we were able to identify what it was that she was struggling with, and she realized what was holding her back in her life from having a successful relationship, from having a successful career, and overall having a successful life. And when she understood what it was, what her thinking was, what her kind of rule of life was, and she realized that that wasn't serving her, she was able to let go of it. And it transformed every aspect of her life, and things that would have been difficult decisions before, and she would have fallen into a trap, she easily makes the right decision, and her life is exponentially better for it. And she is exponentially happier for it. So I want to tell you more of the story, but I have to ask her first if I can go into not obviously specific details. But anyway, so that was my big kind of celebration moment last night, that I feel this immense pride. And sometimes it's so exciting that I feel like my heart is going to pop, because your victory, the victory of my clients, is also my victory. So I share in your joy. Of course, there are times that I share in the sadness and the sorrow too, but ultimately the coaching does lead to triumph and to reaching your goals. So that is something that I am very, very excited about. Let's jump right into this week's topic, which is asking the important questions to put you on the right path. So where did this topic come from? I had my daughter, who is in her early 20s, had some friends over, and we were talking, and I didn't mean to, and I sometimes do it by accident, but it turns into a coaching conversation. So one of the girls, she is in her mid-20s, and she is extremely gung-ho with her career. She is a medical student. And I said, so what's happening with you? And she starts to tell me that which rotation she's doing, which doctor she met with, and how her career is on the path of success, and how she has planned everything out, and it's all ready to go. And her career and her success as a physician is very well planned and very much on the right path. I said, okay, great. So what's happening with your personal life? And that gave me a response of, nothing. I'm not doing anything. So I said, okay, well, your career we know is on the right path. You're enrolled in the classes, you're doing all the things, but you cannot neglect your personal life. You need to be dating, you need to this, that, and we went through all the things. So this conversation ends, and an hour later, one of the other girls that was just the bystander to the conversation, without knowing this being my job, tells me, you really inspired me. I'm going to put myself out there and start dating because I realize how important it is. And that was a really great moment for me also. So it's about asking the questions. So the question was, what are you doing about your personal life? And so often we are not doing anything. And we are so caught up into our day-to-day lives. What's going on? What fire do I need to put out? What's the most pressing issue? That we neglect our personal lives. We neglect that we need to be out there meeting people, dating people, seeing what's available to us, because so easily we can fall into a situation where we're not doing anything to cultivate our personal lives. And a week becomes a month becomes 6, and the next thing you know, 5 years has gone by. And in those years or months that we didn't do something to cultivate our personal lives, we have missed countless opportunities. Every day there is an opportunity to meet someone, to get to know someone, to get to know if someone is a good fit, and to also get to know someone that is not a good fit. Because identifying the people that are not a good fit is almost as important as identifying the one that is the right fit. The more we can kind of put ourselves out there and see who is a good fit and who is not a good fit, what particular characteristics are we looking for in the person who is going to be our life partner, understanding what we want and what we don't want. It's really, in a crazy way, so similar to those medical rotations that the med student is doing. They rotate in all the different specialties, orthopedics, cardiology, pediatrics, whatever. This way they get a taste of everything and they can identify what it is that they like and what it is that they don't like. And it's very similar in the dating world, because there will be things that you like about some people and things that we don't like. And it's important to identify both of those things. So when there is a characteristic that we know we like, when it comes up, it's easily identifiable. And when there are things that we don't like, those are also easily identifiable. So we don't end up staying and wasting our time with people that we know have characteristics that we cannot live with, that they have deal breakers. It's so important to be able to identify your deal breakers so that you can move forward in life, so that you can cut out the confusion. One of the things my graduate said to me today, because she had difficulty identifying what was for her and what was not. She goes, lots of unqualified characters out there. But before, she was unable to identify who qualified and who was not. But now that she understands, she can easily make the decision, and walking away is not difficult anymore. Before, there was a lot of confusion. Should I, shouldn't I, but this, but that. There's no more but. She is able to see she is able to easily identify the people that are unqualified for her, the people that are not a good fit, and easily let it go without feeling that she is missing an opportunity. And that by itself is actually priceless. that by itself is going to lead her to the one. Why? Because she is not stuck. She is not putting all of her energy and her thoughts and her time with people that are, quote, unqualified. So it is the ability to ask the right questions. And this is what you do with a coach. So when I'm working with a client, I'm not there to tell you what to do. I'm not your grandma giving you advice on, whatever. I am there to ask you the right questions that will help you to understand what is going on inside of you, to help you to identify the thoughts, the beliefs, and the actions that are literally holding you back in your life. And when you are able to identify the things that you are thinking, the beliefs that you are holding, and the actions that you are taking that are preventing you from reaching your goals, once you come to that understanding, it's very easy to let them go. It's very easy to say, well, this belief that I've held that all men are terrible, for example, is not serving me. And once we know that A, it's not serving you, and B, it's not true, it's just not true, then it becomes that much easier to let it go. You can let go of this false belief, and then your life can begin to move forward. But as long as you hold on to that belief, our minds are super, super strong computers. And their goal is to prove to you within the world around you, if you hold a certain belief, your mind is designed to look for evidence to prove you right. So what will it find out in the world if you have this belief that all men are terrible? You're going to find proof, and all the terrible men are going to be attracted to you, and you are going to be attracted to them. But if you can let this belief go, opens the door to the men that are not terrible. And we all know that they are out there. We know that some men are terrible, but there are a lot of wonderful, sweet men out there as well that, just like you, they are looking for a loving, committed relationship. But we need to allow ourselves the opportunity to find them. We need to be open to them. And it's funny because I get the same complaint from men and women that it's so tough out there. They're all crazy. And both sides, and the people I'm working with, not crazy. So these people, you need to find the people that are in line with you, that are similar in belief and thoughts to you. So this is our job here, to let go of our nonsensical beliefs and to ask ourselves the right questions. A car dealership, let's say, there are certain questions that you have about the car. Now, I don't know anything about cars, so I don't even know the questions to ask. And this is what happens to us in relationships and in bettering ourselves. We don't know where to look. We don't know how to identify those things. We don't know the questions to ask. And that's when coaching becomes so powerful, because a coach knows those questions, has that arsenal of questions. And when your coach asks you those questions, you are able to find the answers and identify the beliefs that are holding you back. And once you identify them, you can easily let them go and move forward with your life. And that is our goal here. Our goal is not to keep those outdated beliefs that are ruining us, but our goal is to identify them and to release them. And we identify them by asking the right questions. And the question is so powerful in the context of a relationship as well. It's nice to go out with someone and have a good time with them, but it's also important to ask the questions that get to the heart of who the person really is. What is it that they want in life? Who is it that they really are? What are their beliefs about the world and their environment? What has brought them here? And understanding, asking those right questions when you are seeing someone, when you are dating someone, can very quickly and easily identify someone who is for you. And also, and I want to say sometimes more importantly, identify the person or people that are not for you. Because just as important as knowing who is the one is knowing who is not right for you and letting it go before you make a huge investment of time. So I hope that this is helpful. If you know someone that would benefit from this content, please invite them to the group. If there is a particular subject that you would like to see me talk about, please let me know. If you are interested and you are ready to fast track your growth and take you from the place that you are now quickly to the place of your dreams, I have a few spots open for one-to-one coaching. So send me a message and we can connect and discuss how it works and see if it is a right fit for you. I look forward to connecting with you. Take care, guys. Bye.
Thank you for joining today's episode of Journey to Lasting Love. If you felt a connection with what we shared here today, visit TShayCoaching.com for resources, blogs, and coaching options custom designed to take you from where you are to the place you dream of being. Join our Facebook group to connect with others or find inspiration on YouTube and Instagram. If you're ready for a personalized touch, you can book a call with me directly on the website to see what this is all about. Until next time, be kind to yourself and keep moving forward on your path to lasting love.